If someone wanted to buy their first investment property, what's the one advice you'd give them? How fast can I get to $20,000 for my rental properties per month? What would the number be for you? Okay, so netting 10 grand a month, and how long, like what is the projection for you to get to that goal? What does that dream look like and when? And what is the cash, like the ultimate cash flow goal through your rental properties? If you think about getting into real estate investing, it's usually because you want to get financial freedom or you want to get some type of passive income. How much passive income are investors really trying to get? Today I'm hosting a real estate meetup at Big Al's in Milpitas, and I'll be asking investors what their passive income goal is or what their cash flow goal is through real estate, and how many deals do they think that they need in order to hit that goal. Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Josh and I'm a real estate investor and marketer. And my goal is to just document how we're increasing our wealth through real estate and also give you some tips on making your own content so that you can do it too. And we're gonna go meet other investors in the Bay Area. Cheers, let's go. Two super easy questions.
All right.
Okay, first off, what is your name and how can people find you?
Yeah, my name's Raman and my Instagram handle and TikTok is Raman and his beard. So me and my beard.
And what do you invest in?
I invest in more single family and multifamily in the sense of like duplex to fourplex, and then I do wholesaling, a little bit of flipping, but mainly wholesaling and investing.
And what is the cash flow goal for you?
The goal is actually 20 doors right now. That's the real goal. And if I get into a big multifamily, that's different, but 20 single family properties is the goal.
And then how much do you hope to cash flow with those 20 doors?
Ideally, I think if we can hit, even if I'm making 8 to 10 initially, I'm happy with 20,000 a month is the goal.
That's a solid number.
Yeah. Then we don't got to worry too much about working.
And how long do you think it's gonna take you to get that?
To be honest, even this year, I set myself to buy 2 more properties, and let's just say it's 4 doors each, so that's 8. So maybe it'll be a 5 to 7 year goal. Yeah.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
If someone wanted to buy their first investment property, what's the one advice you'd give them?
I think you should partner. I think that too many people wait too long to buy, and they should go out and find a partner. If you don't got the money right now, find the deal and raise the money, because if you got a good deal, somebody will work with you. So I think just getting yourself to buy that first property is a game changer.
I like it, man. Thanks. What is your name and how can people find you?
My name is Ian Kruda.
What do you invest in?
Currently assisted living, commercial syndication.
In which markets?
Right now, Wisconsin. More deals coming up in Wisconsin. I just closed on one about a month and a half ago, so really exciting. 49 unit assisted living.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's freaking huge.
I know.
Why'd you pick that market?
Actually, it was with my partners. We found it with my partners. We look at deals all over the place. We have an operating partner that we like, we trust. They know what they're doing, and they operate in Wisconsin, so we wanted to make sure we find something in Wisconsin.
And what is the long-term cash flow goal?
Oh, good question. So I don't know if you know anything about the syndication space. Oh, you do know. You just closed on one. Duh. Our sponsorship team, we like lifetime cash flow. We want to add the value so that we can provide more equity, eventually give the equity back to our investors, so they end up with lifetime cash flow. So they have no money in the deal, and yet they still have cash flow. So the deal we just closed on, we created about $2 million in value almost day one. We rose $2 million. So we're hoping that pretty soon we'll be able to give back our money back to our investors, and they'll have lifetime cash flow if we refinance out of it.
For me,
Yeah.
there's levels to it, of course, right? Yes, we all want Lambo money, sure.
Yeah.
The initial one for me is how fast can I get to $20,000 for my rental properties per month? What would the number be for you?
At this rate, I'm thinking a year and a half. Yeah, we have a goal of closing 8 more deals this year, so this first one is really good. And if we keep doing that, I think maybe a year and a half we'll do that.
Dude, that's quick, man.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully, if things pan out.
I'm excited. Okay, and the last one is, why did you pick that asset class?
It honestly fell in my lap. I was around the right people, and they showed me the light, and I like it. And it made a lot of sense when we looked at the underwriting. The demographic, America's getting older, and they're living longer, so it made a lot of sense. Before assisted living, I thought multifamily was the way to go, and I still think so. I'm LP'd in those. But now that assisted living fell in my lap, I'm all assisted living now. Yeah.
A lot of people they don't realize how powerful it is to just actually show up to whether it be events or speaking series and figure out and take a second to learn what other people are doing. And you never actually understand like what opportunities are there unless you show up. And you just showed up.
Yeah, it's my first one, man.
That's a huge deal, man.
I know. This is a great meetup, by the way. Everyone go to this meetup. This is awesome.
My name is Lionel Guevara. You can find me on my website, hospi.vip, or Leo Guevara on IG.
And what kind of investing do you do?
We do multifamily syndication and a few small single-family rentals as well.
And what is the long-term cash flow goal?
Cash flow goal is just to make sure I get out of my W-2.
But how much, like what is the dollar amount? I want to know the dollar amount.
Dollar amount to get out of my W-2, $10,000 a month after overhead.
Okay, so netting 10 grand a month. And how long, like what is the projection for you to get to that goal?
Early 2024.
Okay, So you got 12 months basically.
So we're hunting as fast as we can. So we got a lot of things. 2022 was about building our business model. 2023, we're actually pulling out the train to get in the bus out into the world.
And then if you had one piece of advice for someone who's looking to buy their first investment property this year, what would it be?
Just take action. The goal is to get 60, 70% comfortable and then take action. You want to be confident enough to make a confident decision. Trust yourself.
What are y'all names?
Jose.
Blake.
Stephanie.
And what do you do?
I'm a social media marketer.
So we own two companies. We own a networking event company as well as a construction company that focuses on ADUs.
Anything else to add?
No, but he got it all.
What was the major takeaway from the event today? And this is your first time here, right?
Mine was just to continue to network. I'm barely 18, so coming out here, meeting new people and learning and growing, that was my biggest takeaway.
I think my firm takeaway is that the more hands you shake, the more money you make. Just coming out here today, we actually met with a few different investors as well as a couple different homeowners that were actually interested in the product that we build and sell. Appreciate you inviting us out, and it was a phenomenal event.
Any other takeaways?
Major takeaway was investing. I feel like everybody here invests, and so we need to get into that.
Thank you for the easy leg into the next question then, is now that you've met a whole bunch of different types of investors, what kind of investment property or real estate investing now almost excites you or are you most interested in?
I would say multifamily just to build cash flow for the long run. That's what I would be mostly interested in.
I would definitely be open to multifamily as well. However, I did hear about a few different REITs for larger investments like huge multifamily apartments, and that also might be a good idea.
I think I would do rehab to get my feet wet, to get started. That's something that intrigued me today.
I think the net is that it all works. It's just what do you want to start in? The last question is, so you got inspired, you learned a little bit. What is the actual timeline that you think between now and potentially getting your first investment property? What does that dream look like and when?
Me personally, I'm still young and I'm surrounded around a bunch of entrepreneurs that are very successful. So I would say by the time I'm around 22, 23, I will eventually have invested into some type of real estate.
I'll co-sign that knowing that he has a few friends with 8-figure businesses. With that said, we own an 8-figure business, and proceeding forward, we're planning on investing this year. So we can do this again later on in the year and we'll say we have a rental property now.
I like it.
It'll be 6 to 12 months.
I like it. I like it. Well, thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it. Thank you. By the way, if you ever want to attend any of our meetups, I'll link all of that down below. It's every second Wednesday of the month in the Bay Area in Silicon Valley at Big Al's and Milpitas. See y'all there. What's your name?
My name is Joshua Adams.
And you've been to a couple events now. So what is the goal for this year for you?
My goal is to open up my first assisted living facility.
And why did you pick that asset class to get into?
Personally, I'm an ICU nurse, and I also took care of my grandma. So for me, it was a natural transition, something I'm very passionate about. And I found the right team of consultants that's actually helping me guide me through this whole transition, the whole deal. It's really nice. I love it, actually.
So nursing, obviously, as a day job is what made you pick that asset class, and that's been your profession. Can you actually make money in that?
What, in assisted living?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a growing field. And B, the returns are, if you can get the right, obviously, like any other part of real estate, if you get the right deal, the return and NOI is nice, really nice.
And what's the timeline to get to the first one?
Oh, that's honestly depending on the city, but it could be anywhere between a year to a year and a half. But if you're willing to put in the work, oh yeah, it's worth it. He's not dying. I'm a nurse.
I love it.
I'll save him.
You know what it is? I have so much head on this beer, I can't even drink it. And did you meet, there's a couple people who were in assisted living here today.
Yeah, I actually had the opportunity to meet 4 other people who are in assisted living. So a total of 5, yeah. It was nice. Every one of them friendly, really open. And I'm probably gonna hopefully work out a deal with them too. Because my structure is I'm gonna be that main operator. So other people who wanna invest, contact me and I'll work with them.
And that's why you have to show up. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
My name's Angelina, and you can find me at invest.ng for FI on Instagram.
So what's your current portfolio look like?
Currently, I have a single family in the suburbs of Cleveland, and then I have 2 duplexes that I bought with partners in the Columbus area.
And what is the ultimate cash flow goal through your rental properties?
What do you mean ultimate cash flow goal?
Like
How much I want?
Yeah, your goal.
Right now, it's hard to say because I've got young kids. I got to put them through college. college, so I have to just reassess year after year and see what I need. So as of right now, I don't know, but I'm just buying properties and seeing.
Your goal earlier, we were talking and you gave me an exact goal of how many years you want to.
Okay, my goal is 10 years to make work optional, not necessarily retire. Just if I could work less, I could work less. But I really don't know that, but I will assess as I go. But 10 years is like the timeline.
And then to get to that goal, what asset class is that?
I'm just doing small multifamily at the time.
100% doable. What do you think?
Oh, very doable. I think you're in the right area. You're learning the right thing. I think that just getting a little bit more aggressive and it's all doable.
So I'm gonna ask him how to be more aggressive later. Yeah. I'm gonna get tips from him.
Now that you've done the meetup, had some fun, seen some bigger visions.
Yeah.
For you, what's the new cash flow goal?
Per month.
Yeah.
Like 150,000.
That's crazy. I like it.
I was serious. Because I think first, like when we first started, we were like, oh, 20,000's cool. Now when we heard 20,000, we're like, okay, well, we made that plus so much more last month. Now we're like, okay, like maybe 50. Now we're like, profit. Now we're like, okay, 100. So yeah, we're kind of in that 100. But now I'm like, man, no, I think we can totally do 250.
Then what's the unit count, or like how could you even get to that number?
Like what Ian's doing. Investors, networking, going to meetup.
How many care home units? How long do you think it's going to get from your current position to $250,000 a month?
ASAP. No, like within the next, I don't know, 3 to 6 months.
I like that. I do. I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I've learned now through going to more meetups, meeting more people,
Yeah.
is that all you really have to do is meet one person who then unlocks the next level of everything. So I learned so much. And thanks for watching. My name's Josh Baldovino. I'm a marketer and I'm a real estate investor. And I just want to help you either get more income through real estate investing, or if you want me to help you in marketing, let me know too. Everyone is trying to do so many amazing things to set themselves up financially. I'm curious to know about you. What is your cash flow goal? How many units? How long do you think it's going to take to achieve it? And you know what's crazy is everyone's doing it at the speed that works for them, and that's all that matters. So if you want to learn more about our meetups and maybe attend because you are in California, I'll link all that down below. Looking forward to connecting with you guys and see you in the next video. Cheers.